Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Tone's Market Analysis for Sunday, July 16th. A little bit different. I'm not going to do Q&A this episode. I will just go through the markets, and then in a little bit later, probably in an hour after this video, I'm going to do another video focused on my attempts to set up a miner. I will then, when I get home from this area, from home later today, I'll probably do another video explaining SegWit2X and what's going on with that dynamic, and I will take the Q&A then. Questions on this Q&A, but I'm not going to talk about SegWit2X on this video. I'm going to talk about SegWit2X on another video. I just want to go through the price real quick because it's very, very important. And this is the first chance I had to sit down in front of a camera over the last few days of traveling between Canada and Lake George, if there's anybody in New York that knows what I'm talking about. All right, let's go to share screen and get right to it. All right, so I will update my website with the latest Bitcoin group that took place on Friday, which is pretty good. So please check that out. Also, very important, read this article, okay? This was my Bitcoin time analysis. August 11th is very important to me. It's not important to anybody else, but it's important to me, okay? I even updated the graph from in an article by Aaron Van Weerdem. I think I pronounced it right. And I added my August 11th date. I think this is the date that the big debate over SegWit is going to end. Okay, so to me, that date's important. I also talk about possible scenarios. And scenario A was obviously not likely. I even said it wasn't likely. So scenario B, there it is, 1800, right? So what did I say here? Reverse on August 11th from the $1,200 to $1,800 range. That one is still in play. So go ahead and check out this article about why August 11th is important. Also, you guys should check this out. I streamed it live from Montreal. I drove to Montreal just to stream attend and stream the following event. This was a presentation by Francis of the Montreal Bitcoin Embassy. I have now added the slides. These are the slides right here, okay? So you can listen to the video and you can watch the slides right here, okay? These are the slides from that presentation. It's a very good presentation about the user-activated soft fork and SegWit2X and what's going on in that dynamic, okay? So yeah, my internet here isn't great, but you can go ahead and check out this presentation. I thought it was very, very good. Okay, a YouTube channel. It already has it already has 7,500 views. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. I did enjoy the presentation. All right. Yeah, slides will eventually load. There they are. Okay. So you want to check that out. Okay, really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna close that, and I'm gonna close my YouTube channel. All right. Yeah, this is all my miner stuff. This is like Canon help pages. This is Slush Pool. I'm going to do a presentation on mining in a little bit. I'm already at 275 live viewers. And I'm going to talk about my miner and the issues that I'm still having a little bit, okay, after I play around with it and try to get it to work. All right, stock market. Okay, so it's literally like a fractal. Okay, I talked a lot about this on the last video, so please go ahead and check that out. All I've been doing and copying and pasting this yellow rectangle, and I keep saying market is going to go higher. This cannot be the all-time high. This cannot be the all-time high. This had a chance to be the all-time high starting a bear market, but the moment we got back to it, there's no such thing as a double top, guys. You don't get a month and a half to exit at the all-time high. That doesn't happen. That's not how markets work. If there's anything that traders or people new to trading is, if there's one thing to take away from trading, is that the market isn't going to accommodate you to give you 2 months to exit at the top. You get if you're lucky, you get 1 day. In reality, you get about 2 hours to exit at top. You get, okay? So If I zoom in on this latest one, this is the daily chart, and boom, as of Friday, the stock market is at a brand new all-time high. And I've said, this cannot be the all-time high. You don't get this long to exit, okay? So we are now at an all-time high. I am waiting for one more leg up. How high would it go? I have no idea. But this arrow is going to hold. Okay, I'm just going to, so it's not blocking anything, okay? Let me throw in my numerical indicator. I don't like calling it by its real name. I don't want to get sued. I don't know how that stuff works. And boom, we're on a 3. Okay, so according to this indicator, I really one day I should program it in so I can automatically trade this guy. So on my indicator, I would be long the market. I would have been cash all through here, all of these yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, all these flippings, you're in cash. And I go long. So on Thursday, I would go long, and there still can be a 13 count on the bottom. I am now looking for a 9. So the stock market is going to do very nice things. Okay, here's the weekly target right there, right? So I can just take this arrow. I can make it a little bit steeper. And I'm looking for this to go all the way up to, 2650, 2700 on the S&P 500. I've been bullish on the stock market for a while, and I'm going to remain to do so. So we can close the stock market. All right, gold. So this made sense, okay? Gold has been beaten up for a while. Here's the long-term view on gold. My last few videos, I focused on gold a lot. So go ahead and check out those videos for more details. We have just made a lower low right here in gold on the daily chart. This fairly seriously. I'm going to take this right here. That is a lower low. Your momentum indicators, somewhat flat. So there is no divergence, completely flat. Your MACD made what looks to be a slightly lower low. So if anything, it's confirming. And I believe this low will get taken out to the downside. We pulled back into the 200-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is already trending down. It should catch up, and all of this is going to go back down. The moment we fall into this range below 1200, this is not strong support, guys. I mean, yeah, it's a Fibonacci line. It's not very strong support. The moment we start closing below this Fibonacci, boom, we go down to 1125. And the moment we get to 1125, making a double bottom from last year, and I'm expecting to the decade low and probably make a new low. Okay, so I remain bearish gold. Circle indicator on the daily before we move on to the weekly. Let's see if there's any indication here. It's my new favorite indicator, guys, after I saw how well it worked on Bitcoin. The numbers to generate, there they go. Boom, 9 right here. Oh, keep forgetting. So this is on 7/10. So on July 10th, this 9, and you remember this for when I do Bitcoin, right? So this is a T9 perfected buy. This is a candle, and look, it even ended on a reversal candle. This is a hammer. It's a doji hammer. It's a /doji/hammer. So however you like to call it, right? So right here. This was the time to buy. This is why I said yesterday Bitcoin can bounce. This is what gold did. So what happens after this candle? After this candle, you get a 1 to 4 candle bounce. So 1 and 4. So on Friday was the 4th day. Okay, this is, I think, today's candle, which started a little bit early. 7/17. So that's Monday. That's tomorrow's candle already, right? So should have ended. And look, it came into the 200-day moving average. Now, this count did indicate that there is a price flip, and it's a potential bullish trade. So right now, I would actually be neutral. This 9 said 1 to 4 candle bounce, then probably lower. But this 2 told you that there's a long play. So there's a bit of a contradiction here. This is both a short play and a long play. In addition, there was a 9 right here 1, 2, 3 candle, and then the next candle, boom, back down. Never even showed you a potential buy play at all. And then you started this countdown to 13 right here on the way down. I'm still looking for that elusive 13, right? And then that would be a 9, 13, and preferably a 9. So I am looking for gold to resume the downtrend as of this week. Even though there is a potential bullish play from the top side of the indicator, the 9 told me 1 to 14 lower, and the countdown is only on an 8, and you're looking for a 13. So 2 things are pointing down, 1 thing is pointing up. I'm going to go with the majority and say the daily chart in gold as of becomes bearish. But if tomorrow closes below the 200-day moving average, then we could bounce. Then it could be a stronger bounce. Maybe it can make it up 1, 2, 3, up to a 9, and then reverse. Okay, that's the daily gold. Here's the weekly gold. The weekly gold is ugly. The weekly gold is uglier than the daily gold. This trend line is massive. Back down to this trend line from the bottom. This could be a very tricky situation. At the end of the year, this triangle can definitely fall, making a brand new low. This could be a Bitcoin situation where some analysts, like some economists like Bart Armstrong, like to call this a slingshot, where gold would crash 100 and then immediately swing to all-time highs. I would love to see that. I would love to see gold swing down to 1800, kind of like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin just fell 33%. Ideally, that's what I would love to see from gold. For me, if I saw gold fall 33% in a matter of 3 months, I would then immediately become bullish gold and ride it into the all-time high of $3,000 to $5,000 per ounce of gold. Okay, hopefully it will coincide with the collapse of the euro. All right, let's zoom in. Let me drop the indicators. All right, so here we go. So the weekly chart, that's the low, and this is the decade low. Okay, if we make it back here and we're breaking, that's it. I think we're going here, and I think we're going here, and I think we're going lower. Let's see what the long-term numerics have to say as it calculates. Boom. We're on a short trade. Okay, so as of the week of June 19th, this orange 2 right here told you to go short. And okay, theoretically, I gotta start putting in like my trades into this thing. I've just been too busy, guys. People keep asking me how come I don't trade. I'm just too busy. I can either pay attention to Bitcoin and do all these videos. Like I haven't looked at gold since the last video. I just don't have the time. If I start trading, I'm gonna stop doing videos, and I'm really enjoying doing the videos. And I think it's more important for me to do videos right now than trading. I trade going anywhere. But I want to see how much content creation will do for my life for the time being. Coin doesn't work as an experiment, then I'll probably just become a full trader. I'm not even going to do videos anymore. So we'll see what happens. So we're on a, so this indicator is telling you to have gone short right here at 1250. Below 1250, like below 1252, you go short, and you're still short. Hit a bottom of 1210. Little bounce back to the 200-week moving average, and this week I'm expecting it to go back down. Okay, 6. Once we get to a 9, once we get to this orange yellow 9, then it could be a bounce play. Okay, would have been nice if this count got to a 9, but it didn't. It only got to an 8. And then it made it to a 9, which was a sell indicator right here on the week of 227. All right, so let's be done with gold. Let's get to Bitcoin, guys. Silver pulled up. I said silver real quick. All right, let's do silver weekly and let's do silver daily. I'm just going to do a very quick look. Oh, wow. When did I draw this triangle? I haven't looked at the last time I looked at silver, all of you saw me look at silver. I have not looked at silver since. Is this the weekly? That's the weekly. Let's look at the daily. Here's the daily. Oh man, made it to an 8, never made it to a 9. See, it got to a 9 here, 620, and then we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 candle bounce, and then lower. Bounce lasted a little bit longer, and then it went lower, and then it started this bearish countdown. Only made it to an 8, never gave you a buy indication. So you have to keep in mind, right? So this went 1, 2, 3. As of July 3rd, it started a bearish countdown, and it only made it to an 8. It never made it to a buy signal. It never made it to a 9. So that means that it's probably going to try again at the bottom. Also, after this 9 on 620, we started the bearish countdown. A 9 and not a 13. So there's still plenty of downside left in silver. And this has all indications of bearish, because if we made it to an 8 and not a 9, there's a higher probability that it's not ready to bottom yet and it's going lower because the 9 never came. Okay, this indicator is fairly complex. Here's the weekly chart, and here's my triangle, and we're now at the bottom of the triangle. So, I mean, I'm still bearish. I'm looking for $10 silver, guys. There'll be time to buy silver to ride the bull wave, but it's not now. Oil. Is this oil? This is oil. We're still in my downtrend. I don't think I've ever pulled up the numerical indicator on oil, at least not in a while. Let's see what it tells us on the weekly candles. Let's see if there's any 9s or anything like that. Calculating. Nope. So what was the last? Wow, it hasn't anything. It's been it made it to a 9 right here. The week of April 25th. That was the last time we had any kind of a 9. Yeah, it's kind of screwed up on the bottom here. I'm working on fixing the indicator a bit. And it's been choppy ever since. It made it to an 8 on the bull side. I would have expected it to keep going up. It didn't happen. Nothing's perfect. Yeah, it's no help at all. This indicator actually had a price flip just now, and it tells you to be in cash. But hey, this channel has been working pretty damn well. Let me expand it a little. You know, yeah. So staying with the bearish trend here, guys. All right, I don't need it. Not helpful. It's loading. All right, let's close that. Euro, nothing really to see here. I've been bullish the euro ever since 529. I'm in general bearish the euro, but I'm short-term bullish into German elections. So, yep, and we're breaking resistance. This might be, we're working on the highest weekly close. Is this the week? This is the week of 710, right? So we just had the highest weekly close since January 2015. So the euro is very, very bullish. I mean, the highest close in a year and a half. That's significant. And it's going to get people very confused. It might get people thinking that the euro has solved its problems, but it's only going to get worse. And this is my outlook for the euro. All right, now we're at the Bitcoin. See how many live viewers we got. I'm at 430 viewers, guys. Doing good, doing good. All right, I'm not going to do much of Q&A today. I'll maybe glance at a couple of questions towards the end, just price-related questions. I'm not going to answer questions about SegWit2x. I'm going to do a separate video later tonight. Later tonight, I'm going to do a video specifically for Bitcoin scaling issues. I might do more videos over the next week. I might do a video every other day. I haven't decided yet, right? I'm going to do a special video about SegWit2x and the user-activated soft fork later tonight. I'm sorry for the European viewers, but this video will probably come in the evening on the US East Coast. I'm not ready to do this video with a bunch of Q&A today. I'll do one tomorrow, and then I might do one for the European viewers, either Monday early morning New York time or Tuesday early morning New York time. Maybe I'll do one for people in Asia specifically. So maybe I'll do that one at like either like 7 a.m. New York time, something like that for people in Asia and Australia, or I'll do it like at midnight New York time, like something for the people in Asia maybe. But I'll definitely do one for European viewers. All right, here is the weekly chart. Like, look, it was a bad week, but in all seriousness, it's not the end of the world, right? I mean, Bitcoin, it's a logarithmic chart. The Bitcoin did not go exponential like it did here or here. So there can still be a little downside. And I still don't think Bitcoin is in a bubble. I just think that, you know, we have a few more tough weeks with the scaling debacle. And then it will be business as usual when the user-activated soft fork and BIP 148 win the debate and put it to rest, at least for a month or two before, you know, start trying to take over Bitcoin again. I mean, they're not going to quit. They're not going to quit. Anyway, we'll get there. Let's zoom in. All right, this was the ugliest week in Bitcoin in a long time. Long time. Hey, so I'm already I'm working with some developers. This indicator is already a little bit different. It looks different. It has a bug. It's better. It fixed some of my bugs, but there is a different bug on this. Like this 1, 2, 3, 4 shouldn't be here. So I'm working with some developers to help me fix my indicator. Okay. So what did this indicator tell us? This out. Tweeted this out. When was this tweet? This was on the 10th. This is the daily chart. So on Monday the 10th, I believe. Okay. And look, you can see it right here. What did I say? I say go short or sell Bitcoin. So, I mean, I wouldn't have done it, and I didn't do it, right? But Bitcoin was on a short play right here at the price of, I believe, around 2460. At a price of 2460 on a long-term weekly chart, Bitcoin became a short play. It was a price flip after a 9, and then a lower low got us in, okay? Looking at the daily, what I said was the daily chart went short. Okay, so on the 8th, right here, boom, it was a short, but it was a very close call. If you didn't do it according to the indicator, you had a much better chance right here at a price of around, I don't know, 2480 or so on Bitfinex. All right, around 2480, the short, and it started breaking support. And I wrote this tweet saying, look, you have support right here at around 2250, support right here at 2175, support right here at around 50, and major support around 1950. Okay. Let's look at what happened yesterday. Yesterday we had a perfected 9. Oh, let's go back to the weekly chart. This is yesterday. Yesterday's weekly chart right here. Again, it called for a short right up there on Monday. On Monday of this week, this indicator said short Bitcoin. And I tweeted it out and I talked about it on my videos, guys. It's all there. And this was just an ugly week. But yesterday we had a 9. Here's what the 9 means. It's a perfection buy signal. But the day was long. So I called for it right here. Okay, here's your buy. Either the same day or the next day. Okay? It's a perfection buy. There's multiple ways to look at it. I called it at around 1950 to 1970, this area, on the Bitfinex price. So if you have a different exchange, adjust for your price accordingly. Okay? And let's take a look at what happened. Here's the weekly. We are bouncing from a slightly lower point. This week will end tonight, so I might do a video tomorrow, and we'll see how next week begins. All right, here's the overall view. I know what I'll do. I'll do that after. Let's zoom in. Okay, so right after I made the call yesterday morning, price of Bitcoin bounced like $100, almost to 2,100. It was looking great. It was looking like the perfect call. But then we started to fall back down. So I sent out a tweet. Here's my last tweet. After I made the call that this is a buy point, potential buy point, but it's not a perfect buy for me. I'll explain why. The daily candle closed poorly. Closing $100 higher, creating a long wick would have been ideal. Let's see what happens. So here's what I mean. If this candle yesterday closed above 2,100, it would have given us this long wick like you see right here on 615. Let me zoom in. See this long wick right here and this long wick here. This is what I wanted to see. Or this long wick here. That's what I wanted to see. Okay? It was looking like it was going to happen, but then at the end of the day, price started to go back down again. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. This is what I'm talking about right now, guys, is completely irrelevant to the asset that I'm looking at. It doesn't matter if this is Bitcoin or soybeans or coffee or gold or Apple 100. Completely independent of anything that's going on, in the news, independent of anything going on in the scaling debate. We're talking just the price action, okay? The price action right here is at support. The 1900 to is good support. This is a good risk-reward ratio for a bounce. I understand that some people bought Bitcoin here and got scared overnight, but we've now recovered. What I'm looking for this week, I would love to see a doji candle. To see a doji candle, we would need the price of Bitcoin. So adjust for your exchange accordingly. To close right around this green channel low, which is the 1970 area. If we close there, we will get a nice long wick on the bottom and a doji candle, suggesting that we can still bounce. And I'm going to draw an arrow here. I'm going to grab my arrow. I'm going to make it green. I'm going to draw it right here. Boom. I still think this has the best opportunity for happening. I'll do it as of tomorrow, like that, okay? I'm still looking for this. Remember, a few months ago, I was talking about how we should stay in this green channel. So just because we went a little higher than we should, it doesn't mean Bitcoin is in bad shape, okay? And we had this nice wick. But it's not a perfect buy signal. And let me explain what I mean by that. Here's the longer-term look at Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was moving, when Bitcoin had its move from the $750 area all the way to 1150 and started to crash, I famously said 760 is a perfect buy. I said, you can try buying at 900, and this is all on Twitter, but your perfect, and on video, your perfect buy is at 760, and it bounced. Falling after the ETF non-approval and Bitmain saying they wanted big blocks, we started to crash. I said that 915 was your perfect buy. To 900 intraday, and I kept saying, those that have been following me for a year plus, I was saying 915 was your perfect buy. This time, your perfect buy is between 12 and 1300. Your perfect buy is 1250 area at a range of 1200 to 1300 with a double down at 1150. That is my perfect buy, and that's my double perfect buy. So right now, I think the price will bounce. This is not a perfect buy. Now, we may not make it back here. We may not make it back here. So don't wait for the perfect buy. But that's my perfect buy point. Okay. I still think that we can have a doji today with a reversal in price tomorrow. From a technical perspective, has nothing to do with what's going on in the Bitcoin world right now. I'm at 525 viewers. Nice. Um, let's see what happens. Let's open up the numerics and see. This is still my code. On this one, there's actually somebody else's code. Like I said, I have people helping me fix the code. It should be perfect within a week or two. Boom. So this is a 9 buy. But you don't know when to buy. Nobody does, right? Nobody knows how this day is going to end. This is still a red 1. Now, worst case scenario, those that have gone short based off this indicator here or here, this yesterday is when you took your profit. Today, you're still at a red 1. So I'm still looking for this 1 to 4 candle bounce. Maybe more, maybe it reverses back down. We're going to be working on a 13 count going to the bottom. And let's see what happens. So I'm still waiting for this day to close. The book chapter hasn't been written yet. So some people have been asking me, if I have bought right here, should I have panicked right here at 18? And look, I can't answer that question. You have your own risk tolerance, okay? Buying on the day of the 9 is very risky. You want to wait for a price flip. You want to wait for this indicator to flip to the green color. You can take a small chance, short profits here. That doesn't mean you should be going long. You can try and go long, and then you can double down on the price flip. That's a chance. Let's see what's going to happen with the close. If I had shorted sweet spot of 1950, I would not have exited the trade. I would want to see a lower close followed by a lower low. And then I would not only close my long position, I would go short into 1200. Okay, so if I had bought right here at the bottom of the channel, I still think there's a higher probability that in a couple of days the price will bounce. Again, this is just technicals, nothing to do with SegWit2x or what's going on in the land of Bitcoin politics. Okay, I don't care about the hourly chart at all. We have and the hourly is irrelevant right now to me. But we seem to have bounced from the slide, and I have no idea where the slide's coming from. So I'm going to rewind. Where the hell is this line coming from? Oh, that's the bottom. That's the double bottom. Ooh, that's not good. I don't like double bottoms, guys. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. I think it can bounce again back to my $2,300 range, and then it probably becomes another short. Unless people realize that SegWit2x is a clown show that I'm not going to talk about on this video today, actually. Today, just not in this video. All right, Litecoin. Litecoin looks good. Litecoin still looks good. This is Litecoin against Bitcoin, and it totally held up, right? I still think Litecoin has the potential of reaching the target from this cup and handle, and I'm still fairly bullish on Litecoin versus Bitcoin. It still looks bullish to me, okay? That's the daily chart. If the numerics are helping us. By the way, I've actually had had I think one consulting client this week. I think it's like my slowest week ever. That's okay. I'll still talk about Litecoin. Sell right here, boom. 9 sell right here, boom. Take these 9s seriously, guys. 9 buy right here, boom, right at the bottom of the swing. We made it to an 8, and I think there's more upside to go. As of this candle, this indicator is telling me. Let me zoom in. Some people do. As of today, as of earlier today, this indicator has said Time to be a bull. Time to be a Litecoin versus Bitcoin bull again. We're going to have the highest close, second highest close, right? Oh, third highest close, unless the day becomes really good. So Litecoin versus Bitcoin looks good right now. Looks good. Here's the longer term weekly candles. Just had the highest weekly close in years. Very bullish. Very bullish. Open the numerics. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're looking for a 9. You had a 9, perfect 9 sell right here. Boom. Take these 9 seriously. I keep telling you. Keep telling you. And we're looking for another 9, and then it will be a sell. Okay. So waiting on the 9, and this 9 also started at 13. So if we can, let's see how this goes. All right. Litecoin chart. Don't care. Close that. Monero. I was bullish off this triangle. This triangle is now breaking to the downside, which is a little bit unfortunate. So I don't know. You do have the 50-day moving average. I'm starting to be less bullish Monero, but let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Not very useful Monero daily, and for this unfortunate. I didn't, but everything is down, right? Like everything is down more than Bitcoin is down. All right, I think I said everything I wanted to say on the price. I might grab 1 or 2 questions on the price. Let me stop screen share here. Sorry, guys, it's a little loud around here. Let me grab 1 or 2 questions on the price. I have not been looking at the chat. I'm not going to talk about SegWit2x and Bitcoin politics on this video. I will do a separate Q&A video later tonight when I get home and I have my 2 monitors. And I'm going to look at some latest SegWit news, latest SegWit2x news. I'm going to think about it a little bit on my 2 to 3 hour drive home. And then late tonight, I know it'll suck for European viewers, but I might do a 2-part Q&A and my discovery on, my views on the price action and why I believe SegWit2x is crashing the price, and my views on that whole mess. And I'll do a video later tonight. Now, in about an hour or 2, I will do another video specific to me and dealing with my Bitcoin mining situation, because I want to make sure I'm mining BIP 148 by August 1st. So I have to shoot a video about that and what's going on as my miner is still not online. Okay. Let me grab a couple of questions that are strictly starting. And then I'm going to cut this video. This will be less than 1 hour, which is a change for me. Thank you very much for your donations. Thank you very much for your consulting calls. I know I have to get back to a couple of people. I'm at 550 viewers, which is great. And look for videos later on tonight. And keep supporting, guys. We're going to win. We're going to win. Let me glance at some of your questions here. Just a handful of questions, guys. All right. What is the next support if we break below 1850? My next support is like I said. I guess I'll go back to screen share for a minute. All right. So now you have to zoom out. Right here, 100-day moving average, currently sitting in the 1521 area. But I don't think it's strong enough. My next strong support is this line right here, 100. And this line right here at 1160 area. So somewhere in between these lines. I've been splitting the middle. I've been saying 1250. So in the vicinity of 1250, give or take 100 points, is my strong Bitcoin support. That's where I would be screaming buy, like I screamed buy right here at 915. I was screaming buy, and right here at 760. When was that? In January, I was screaming buy at 760. March, I was screaming buy at 915. And if we get to 1250 to 1300 area, I will be screaming buy again. Right now, I am not screaming buy. I'm just saying that the weekly chart remains very weak. The weekly chart can go all the way to a 9. And maybe that 9 will be the 1350 area. But the daily chart is giving you a bit of a chance to bounce. Screen share again. Oh, I hit hide instead. There we go. All right, let's go back to your questions. So that's the next support. Would I be interested in a 24/7 Bitcoin live stream on YouTube? I might do something, guys. I don't know if it'll be YouTube. Maybe I'll set up my Exotica account again. I'll stream on that, or Audica account. Maybe I'll do YouTube. I don't know. I'll probably be live streaming. But the thing is, if I'm live streaming, I'm distracted. Well, like right now, I'm distracted, and I don't have time to read Twitter, and I don't have time to read what people smarter than me are saying, so I can learn something. So if I'm actually live streaming, then to provide you with the best information, right? Oh, where was I? All right. Yeah, guys, I mean, you can comment all you want that my technical analysis sucks, but then why are you here? Why are you watching? Like, if you don't care, you don't care. Like if you're gonna complain about what I do for free, why? I mean, who are you preaching to, right? It's not like you're paying to watch me, right? One of the reasons why I should charge people videos is so that only those that care about my videos would be watching them, right? Then I wouldn't have, 10% of my viewers are just here to complain about me. Well, if you have to pay to be here, then you would never do it, right? Unless I'll be happy if you pay to complain about me. That'd be great. But there's absolutely no point in complaining about my technical analysis, because just don't watch. Like, no one's making you. All right, next question. How much can someone lose if he shorts Bitcoin? Is there a risk of a stop loss? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Shorting Bitcoin, I think, is more dangerous than going long Bitcoin. It depends on where you're trading. It depends on what your leverage is. Like, you have to understand like what it means to short the market. Are my funds safe on Bittrex? Absolutely not. Like, no, God, no. This is why I don't have any funds on Bittrex or Bitfinex or Poloniex. Of course, your funds are not safe. That's crazy. If you have to ask that question, you're very new. A 5-day bounce until that's the thing, right? I don't want to. I don't want to use this video to confuse fundamentals of Bitcoin with the technicals of Bitcoin. Let's only talk technicals. I'll do another video later tonight where I'm going to talk about how SegWit2x and what it means. And they're very contradictory. SegWit2x is absolutely terrible. I think SegWit2x is doing way more harm than good, and the price proves it. Absolutely proves it. The Winklevi have always been quiet. I think the Winklevi can't say anything because the SEC probably keeps a gag order on them. Like, this is what happens, right? I mean, do you want to cooperate and work with the government, or do you want to do what I do? I like doing what I do, right? If I was working for the SEC trying to create an index, or working with the SEC trying to create an ETF, I wouldn't be able to do these videos. I personally don't think the Winklevi twins have done much for the Bitcoin ecosystem at all, considering they claim to own 5% of the Bitcoins. I know you guys love asking me about, alts and stuff. The only two altcoins, the only two altcoins that I have labeled as non-scams are, everything else is either a scam or to be determined, right? So if you've heard me call it a scam, then that's where I have it, like Dash and Ethereum. But if you haven't heard me mention it, that means I haven't had time to even look at any details of the project, like Decred, the ones. I would probably lean in the direction of scam, but I haven't done enough research on them. Like the moment I do some research, like Dash is a scam, Steam is a scam, Ethereum is a scam. I mean, some of them are simple, like once you start doing some research, but any research, right? So I can't comment on it. So someone asked me about one of them, I don't even want to say the name. I haven't done any research. My default answer is scam, but I need to do research and then approve it. So the only ones I've removed from, or I've never put into the scam bucket, were Litecoin and Monero. That's why I talk about Litecoin and Monero on this channel. And I accept Litecoin donations. I haven't gotten to the Monero stuff yet. Yeah, of course BTC can drop more. Can drop all the way to 0. Let me see here. All right, I see a question. What's the basis for the lower channel in the green? Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Zoom out. Oh, now I remember how I drew it. So I drew this channel. Covering right here. So there were a bunch of highs that were slightly above my overall channel. And then I just matched up a few lows. So you can see how this channel, and I have like this high and this low right here. Let me zoom out a little. Actually, zoom in a little. Right. I have like this high on 511 and like this low on 513. I have like the bottom of this channel also matches first week of January. It's close to here. Oh, wow. I did not even realize this. Look, I keep telling you guys, like, don't mess with the 9s. Don't mess with the 9s. I didn't even see this. I wasn't even using this indicator back then. Look, 9 right here. That was 1 day off daily close before a fall from 1,300 down to 900. And look right here. What a surprise. Here's a 9 right there on January 4th, creating the highest close. Then the next day we had higher intraday high, and then it all went to crap. And there's another 9. Like, keep telling you guys, don't mess with the 9s. Oh, what happened? Is that a bug? There's no number here. That's weird. Why isn't there a number there? Am I not zoomed in enough? 1, 2, 3. That should be another 9 right here. Huh, that's weird. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, the script isn't, the script needs a little bit of work. This should be a 9 right here as well. I don't know why it disappeared. I've been messing with the code a little bit. And yeah, and that's a 9. That's my bottom of the channel right there. So it's, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Man, I really need to write an algorithm to trade these things. One day I'll get there. Another 9 here, another 9 there. Got to take these 9s seriously. You can trade into them. I like trading into the 9s, especially in Bitcoin. Well, I don't actually trade, but I like looking at the chart into the 9s. All right. Oh, wait, I already stopped screen share. Haha, you guys can't see. All right, let's get back to questions. No, I'm not going to do segue 2x questions on this video, guys. I'm going to do another one later today. Let's just talk price. Did my TA influence the price crash? It's possible. Oh, am I still screen sharing? Oh, yeah, I kept hitting the wrong button. Did my TA influence the price crash? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I don't care. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I'm not here to take advantage of my own TA. I don't trade Bitcoin. I hold my Bitcoin. And if I see TA saying that Bitcoin's a short, I'm going to tell everyone Bitcoin's a short. If that influences the price, not my problem, guys. I'm not bought. No one pays me. No one called me telling me to stop this. And if someone calls me and tells me to stop, I'll probably double down. I'll probably do more videos. I don't take kindly to like threats. I double down. And anyone's welcome to come and see me about it. Oh, people are asking me about the counts. I don't like to say name of the indicator due to trademarks and stuff like that.
No, that's not right. Yes, which one was on top? This one.
Almost done with questions, guys. I want to keep this video under an hour for a change. I have like 5 more minutes. Will Bitcoin rise before August? I have no idea. I'm taking it day by day. I'm taking it week by week. I don't know. I don't know. Can I live stream every day? Oh, man. I don't know if I have the energy for that. I also would like to have some kind of a life. Let's see what else we got. Did anyone here use BitSquare? I've never used BitSquare. Can't comment. Someone keeps asking me about like the indicator and what it's called. Look, this is why I offer the consulting service, 0.1 Bitcoin per hour, one-on-one. And I will explain how I use it, how Wall Street uses it. I learned this indicator 10 years ago, and I've been following it ever since. I just never really looked at it in Bitcoin. And I know trading desks that use it. Someone wants to take out a loan to buy Bitcoin. I don't know if I would recommend that. Is technical analysis more important than a scaling debate? Maybe. I mean, I like thinking about both of them. No. Right now, technical analysis is trying to tell me whether Bitcoin is about to enter like a longer-term bear market. We're like on the edge of entering a bear market. Someone is asking what music I used to mix when I was like a DJ. This would have been early 2000s. So reggaeton was just coming up. That was fun. Dance hall was really big. Sean Paul was coming up. So reggaeton, dance hall, reggae, Movado was just coming out. So there was some really good music there. Good R&B back then too. I mean, Aaliyah had just died, unfortunately, but yeah, I really liked R&B like back then. Artists like Next and Ideal and Blackstreet, if anyone remembers. What do you call them? TLC. So there was a lot of really cool R&B. I mean, Tupac and Biggie were already dead, but hip hop was still popular. So that's the kind of music that I used to DJ. Never been a big Jay-Z fan though. All right, guys. Yeah, 50 Cent was just coming up too. Oh, his music was very popular. Yeah, I used to play a lot of that. SWV, yeah. One of my favorite songs from SWV. Someone, it was called. Google, I think it was called Someone. Oh man, now I have to Google. Hold on. I'm Googling. I think it was Someone. I'm about to share screen. Is that the song? Yeah, I think that's the song. Yeah, right there. That was I was like one of the few DJs that would actually spin this. Right there. Google that song. All right. I think I was DJing in 98. 798, I was on a college radio station. I thought this was a great song. Yeah, check that out. All right, guys. On this note, I am going to call it a day. I'll do another video soon, maybe even like an hour. I really don't want to I don't want to complete with Vortex's show. I got to check with him if he's going to have the Santas on. So I don't want to compete with him, but I do want to make a video about mining. So maybe in about an hour, hour and a half after I get my bearings about the mining stuff, I'll do one more video about my miner. And then I'll do the Q&A and talk about SegWit2x later tonight. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to get in contact with me, my email is in my video description. My hourly consulting rate is 1 Bitcoin per hour. So my price has gone down a lot from what it was 5 weeks ago. People have been taking advantage. I know people have been fairly happy with it. I got to create like a Facebook page so people can put like testimonials and stuff like that. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your donations, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and in the description of the video. And I'll see you all in about an hour or so, hour or two, when I'm going to talk about my mining situation.